Hello everyone, Cepheus here from Starbow team, I guess. Giving you another cast. This is going to be Franscar in the pink Zerg pieces. He is currently number 1 on the European Starbow ladder. And we do have a Starbow ladder at starbowmod.com. Feel free to check it out. A lot of great Starbow players there, a lot of fun laddering. And he's also really high up on the North American ladder as well. So really interesting to see him play. He recently finished second, I think, in the first event of the Starbow Ladder Cup. Ladder. In the bottom left-hand corner on this map called Bluestorm, which I will talk about in a second, we have the red Terran player HideR, who's also very high up on both American and European ladder. The reason they're high up on both the ladders is because they have one account for each ladder, and they ladder so much they want to play versus everyone. We will be playing on Bluestorm, and this music is a little bit loud, isn't it? Yeah, just a tad. Oh, we want Brood War. How did that happen? So, there we go. And this map will be Bluestorm, which is an iconic Brood War map. You have your main base here, which is on the low ground, and has a really big, back door here. There's really no door, but you can, blink down Stalkers and jump down Reapers here, so that can be really annoying. And also just big fat drops right here. You want to have a missile turret or supply depot or something here just to spot stuff. You have your natural here. You have your main ramp, which is high ground. So this is a play day for Zerg to put lurkers up here and contain your Terran opponent, because you do have the high ground advantage in Starbow. And also you have this small gap, which the scouting drone is coming through right now, which can the units that can fit through here. There we go. There's the gap. You can actually get a vulture and a hydralisk through here. That's the biggest you can get. Nothing bigger than that. So dragoons and tanks do not fit through there, but anything smaller does, like a zergling or a zealot or anything like that, or high templar even, you can fit through there, but not a lurker. So actually I did this strategy once versus Lupada. He was off racing as Terran. I put my hydralisk right on the other side here, and then I morphed him into lurkers here and here, and then I burrowed the lurkers down here and just snuck lurkers in that way, because hydralisks do fit through there. So that's kind of a fun thing to do and exploit. I really did not want, the reason I know what fits through is I actually modified this gap to make it so it did. I added this doodad and I put down some pathing here to make sure that big units don't fit. Because if you just have a standard gap size, even siege tanks and dragoons fits through here, so we had to change that. Got a Reaper incoming. The way I really wanted vultures not to fit, but if I added any more pathing so vultures wouldn't fit, then zerglings didn't fit either. So it seems like you can't have both. You have to have both. You can't just have one of them. So that kind of sucks. Anyway, so vultures do fit through there, so be careful about that. Place like a pylon or a spine crawler or something there. So we got a Reaper coming out here for HideR, and we got nice Reaper control. He's gonna have some zerglings, try to chase it away, not using an enrage on the queen yet. Enrage is now 35 energy and not 25 energy, so that's a bigger of a commitment. And I don't even, yeah, he has the energy to do so, but so that's kind of I was gonna say interesting play from HideR. We're gonna see these Reapers more in action. I'm gonna try and pick up some more links. What he really wants to pick up though is drones. Okay, forces 1 enrage without losing a single Reaper. I really like the Reaper opening on this map because you have the cliffs like I talked about. And they also do have the passive heal. We can also, we could have gotten a couple of shots off there, maybe kill the Reaper, I feel. In the meantime though, this is quite interesting. He's going to stay on one base. He's going to get vultures with speed and a starport. I don't know if he's going to try and drop vultures here. I don't really see the purpose of dropping vultures because there's really not that much defense anyway. But maybe he's going for a Banshee. That might be more logical. Another thing to note is that these, the Starbow ladder, there's not that many really good players on the Starbow ladder at the moment. So the best players right now do play versus each other quite a bit. And so what happens is that they start to kind of metagame each other a little bit. Like, oh, I played this guy a couple of times. He usually goes for this strategy, so maybe I'll mix it up, you know. So you can see vultures do fit through there. And soon these ion thrusters, which is the speed upgrade for the vultures, is going to kick in. We do have a dropship. That's really odd. With Hellfire thrusters? Oh, that's Vikings. That's a speed upgrade for Vikings? I didn't even know we had a speed upgrade for Vikings. This is hilarious. See, I don't do too much with the balance and upgrades and stuff in Starbow. I do a lot of other stuff, but not too much with the actual game design. I do share my ideas, of course, but So it's kind of funny to see things I didn't know existed because it gets used so rarely. As you can see, this drone survives with 1 hit point. That's because the all-star units slowly generate life. So unless they actually sync up their shots to be exactly identical, like you see there, you need to actually have 3 shots to kill a worker. I think that's a really cool feature. So you actually gotta, if you want to 2-shot workers, you gotta be really good about it. It's the same with probes because they regenerate the shield constantly. You can arrest me there if I'm wrong, but he's going to get a lot of workers killed and he's going to lose some World. I was going to say Hellions. Why would I say Hellions? I haven't seen or used Hellions in a long time myself. I swear. So we're going to, getting some more. How many workers? We got 6 workers killed for HideR. A really interesting start. And we have the Viking killing the Overseer. We have, where did those Reapers die? Yeah, the Reapers died somehow. Sorry, I missed that. But we do have, okay, so now we have the movement speed for Vikings, wherever it is. Okay, there we go. Yes, these are faster Vikings. Interesting. That's very useful versus Mutalisks to kite, because Vikings do counter Mutalisks in a way, but they really need, like... okay, finally cleaning up the vultures. But you can't just A-move versus... It's like, if you A-moved Phoenixes versus Mutalisks, it wouldn't kill them. You have to micro them. And you have to micro Vikings a lot more than you would have to micro a Phoenix as well, because it's not necessarily faster and it doesn't shoot while it moves. But you can micro around Mutalisks. So we are gonna drop these vultures into his base, which is kind of odd because I feel we could have just run them in there and just invested in more vultures instead of investing in the dropship. But here we go. Do these things have speed? They seem so slow. Should be 5 point something. Yeah, it is. Okay. Like, they don't seem slow, don't get me wrong. They seem super fast. They just seem a little bit slower than what I'm used to. And this poor Spinecrawler in comparison with these, it's like the turtle versus the rabbit, you know. It's just never going to get in the goal. Fortunately for the rabbit, you know, the turtle can root into the ground and just poke the rabbit in the eye, and the rabbit didn't see that one coming. Ooh, is he going to get this? Oh, tries to make a Franscar with all the cute little moves here. How much APM do these guys have? Okay, so yeah, quite a bit. So we got Mutalisk transition. He knows there's a Viking in there. There's more Vikings, but of course there's more Vikings. He scouted the spire, so that's just me missing obvious stuffs. But, trying to drop these vultures, but they're so low on health. It's not going to do much. And here we go. The Vikings, like I said, you can micro them versus the Mutalisk. And this is exactly how you do it. Look at that. Kite back, shoot, kite back. Come on. Oh, he's losing another one. There we go. These rockets are so slow, but they will hit. You can't really dodge them. But you can spread out as a result of seeing the rockets. That's why they kind of move slow, because they do deal splash damage. These Vikings do look quite different from the Vikings you have in StarCraft 2. And the reason we made it look different is of course just from the campaign. It's not that you haven't seen it before, but the reason we used the skin is that it acts very different. And any unit that you're used to seeing that acts very different has a different skin in Starbow, so that you'll see that something is special about it. And the special thing about this Viking is that the missiles are super slow and they deal splash damage. And they actually do more damage versus light and less damage versus armored, which is completely opposite to what you have in StarCraft 2. But this unit over here, that's the Viking here. That's the guy that shoots single targets with high armor damage. I can't see the damage modifier thingy here in the Hearthstone over. But nice, gonna pick off these Goliaths. I might actually get to kill these. Mutalisks are all really low on health, except for one of them. Gets a couple of vultures, and Franscar is just somehow staying in this game. He's lost a lot of workers. He's lost a lot of Zerglings. He's never really been able to get a third base up at the moment, and HideR is staying relatively safe on 2 bases. He really needs to transfer some SCVs, though. This is heavily undermined. This is heavily oversaturated. And he's slowly going to just mech it up. I guess mech is quite good on Bluestorm with all the ridges and all the whatever. But if he can get some good Viking shots off here, he can kill a lot of Mutalisks because they're all so low on health. He really wants to get like 2 or 3 more shots off on this Mutalisk, and he can kill so many of them. They do kind of act a little bit like Corsairs. You just want to get a little bit more. And look at that beautiful Dodad. Yes, I do get easily distracted. We have the mineral only coming up for Franscar. He can make a lot of, I don't know, Zerglings, I guess. Mech, you really want to get HideR Roach after a while. Mutalisks are really good for a while, but they're not going to get you to win the game usually. Okay, here's a missile turret. It's going to do a lot of damage to these. Another missile turret. And he's losing a lot of Mutalisks right now. And if he can get a couple more shots, he cannot. He really wants to, though. I know HideR wants to. So we got a couple of Scourges here. That's a nice little play from Franscar. You know, he has had the dropships incoming here before, so this is direct counter to dropship. Ooh, and there goes the Mutalisks. Pretty much. This Mutalisks are no threat anymore. But in the meantime, okay, so we're going to have some vultures. I was going to say what is going in the meantime, but I don't have time for that because there are vultures incoming. He has the dropship. He might want to try and drop around. He could try and clear out the Scourges with a, or move the Viking in before the dropship in case there is stuff like Scourges here. He's going to put up one big contain here, man. He's got missile turrets incoming. He's probably going to get some siege tanks going here. This is a really good spot for Terran to be in. This map is really good for both Zerg and Terran. Terran because they have the, you know, the immobile units with the siege tank that can siege up on the high ground, and the same for the Lurker. Starbow does have the high ground advantage system from Brood War, where you have a 50% miss chance when you shoot up high ground. Also worth noting, I guess, that when you shoot up high ground, you actually always do at least 1 damage, even if you miss, because that's just how the engine works. So here is some, ooh, see, this is what I like about this choke. Yes, you can fit a vulture through it, but you can only fit one at a time. So they have to come in a line. So it's still like kind of risky to do it, even though it's possible. I kind of like that. Ooh, Goliath and landed Vikings incoming, but HideR's going to deal with both of them quite easily. Well, they're on the high ground though. They're going to miss a couple of shots here, but still, that's just too many HideRs. Ooh, he's going to get the Vikings. He's going to get both of them. Yes, he is. Oh, almost had to eat my words there. But in the meantime, ooh, a lonely siege tank. He does not really want to go too far with the siege tank because right now the contain that was going to be here is no longer here, and this might be rallied to set up for the contain, and he might just get picked off by HideRisks. HideR making some bad moves here, I feel, and not okay. We're gonna they're just gonna die. Oh no! What? How did he survive that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, is he gonna actually drop now? He can. I don't know if he noticed that those Scourges were picked up. They're such small units. In the meantime, these are really slow HideRisks. I'm gonna try and do something here. I don't think they can do anything. Siege Tech is not even here. He's gonna drop at the worst possible location and just do nothing unless he targets fire some drones. No, he could have dropped here and just tried to run into the main. And okay, he's gonna try and pick up Scourges. I guess he's looking for Overlords to kill, but Overlords, where are the Overlords? The Overlords they're hanging out on these two groups right here. Got the 2 meetings of the Overlords. In the meantime, though, okay, this is much more effective than the drop blade. Just running around with vultures, which are surprisingly slow for me. I'm used to seeing them being so faster, but they're as fast as they're supposed to be. I don't know. I'll stop mentioning this. Sorry about that. He can't, if he scans, I think he can shoot through this wall. This is really neatly made with some little bit of pieces there. Wow, Morel, you're awesome. No, hang on, Izeal? Morel? I'm trying to remember who made this map. I really like this setup though, make sure there's no run-bys here. So finally a third base for HideR, 17 minutes into the game. Mech has a difficulty expanding, and Zerg in the meantime is trying to take the map as he should. He's gonna, that was a drop or speed for Overlords. I hope he's gonna get dropped to where are the group? Okay, so he has speed for Overlords now. I really hope he gets drop play. Drop play is so good versus mech, especially with this map setting. So the game is stabilizing a little bit. Vikings roaming around. You really want to try and kill some Overlords and Scourges and make sure the air is safe to go. I don't know why he keeps moving out with tanks. Why would you do this? A group of HideRisks can just come and pick it off. Ooh, back to Mutalisks again. Franscar, this is so awesome. I love it. You know, tech switching back and forward is so good versus mech. Okay, here comes the reinforcing vultures, that's what they're called, and they're going to try and pick up these HideRisks, and they're going to do a great job about it as well. Ooh, some poorly placed mines there though, but the mines are actually going to go off on the HideRisks. It's doing surprisingly little damage. No, there's no armor. Wow. 1 mine is, that's 125 damage. Oh, I think it's just explosive damage, and these are medium, so I don't think they one-shot them. But here comes the Mutalisk. Man, perfect timing for the Mutalisk. HideR just had to get out of there again. He might not even get any tanks home. Ooh, even getting, he should have tried to shoot with some of the Goliath, I suppose. Even trying to kill some Scourges, but just losing a lot of damage on these. I think he even lost the Viking as well. So Franscar just, he was behind for a while, but he's been making all the right moves. And look at the APM here. Okay, they're pretty similar to both of them. But he's going to lose so many tanks. And there's so many Mutalisks incoming with the upgrades. No upgrades yet, though. It's going to take a while. Oh, the HideR. Okay, the Vikings get some good shots off, and it's playing really dangerous here. But, you know, Franscar is looking for that expansion. He doesn't want this to get up. In the meantime, ooh, nice. Got a lot of... Trying to force the Mutalisks to come back home with the Vultures. The Vultures can't shoot them and deal with them anyway, so might as well use them for other purposes. Kind of if Mutalisks attack and Protoss, you just send all the Zealots to attack the enemy because you can't use them to defend anyway. Force them to go back. But not really going to work. He had enough HideRs to deal with that. He's going to lose his command center. In the meantime, I don't know if... Does HideR know about this base? He doesn't know about that base. Oh, you don't say. So that's kind of unfortunate. Here's the hairdryer. Oh, a lot of Vikings. If he can actually keep the Vikings alive while firing, Mutalisk gets some shots off. If he can get a couple more shots off with the Vikings. But you need way more Vikings than you would need Valkyries in Brood War. And one of the reasons for that is just simply because the Vikings has more utility and is a lot cheaper and faster to make as well. So making it as strong as the Valkyrie would just be imba, because then it would have to have the same tech and all the other stats as well. And build time and, you know, all these things. So, okay, he's going to go and look for the... Yes, he's going to find the base, I suppose. But here comes... Oh, is he going to make a base here? That would be awesome. Here we go. And he's actually going to go back and doing some stuff that... Like, this is something that you should have seen like 15 minutes ago. Or maybe 10 minutes ago. But he's going back and doing it now because he has a huge group of Hydralisks now. I mean, Mutalisks. In the meantime, we got the roaming vultures. Has he seen the base? And he has seen the base, but they're doing so little. It's a good thing he's trying, though. He really should be doing lots of this, like trying to get something done. He is a mech. He's very mobile. The only mobile units he has are really the vultures. And he really should be doing damage with them. Oh, 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 derpy derp mine. The mines are doing so little damage now, I feel. I don't know why. We're noticing all sorts of weird stuff on this map. So, oh yeah, that's not a lot of red. It's just fake red. So here we go, Franscar incoming. Ooh, he's only got one missile turret to defend here. He's going to go down really fast unless he repairs it right away. And no, he's not, and he's going to lose so many SCVs. Okay, here comes the Vikings. Can they get some nice volleys off? There we go, some really good shots. Getting the Mutalisk down to half health. If he can just get... Oh, he doesn't want to have only 2 Vikings. He wants to bring the rest as well. Do they have the same movement speed with the upgrade? 3.49. Yeah, they do. Okay, interesting. Yeah, he's going to take this base, actually. Very interesting. In the meantime, I'm kind of curious, what is Franscar taking up to his hat? He got the Hive, getting the Defilers. Is he going to get Ultralisk? I feel Ultralisk are not the strongest versus mech because they do actually eat all the damage from Siege Tanks. While Siege Tanks usually overkill, they do not. They rarely overkill an Ultralisk. Oh, but here goes the scan. He sees it. He's very little he can do about it. It's going to be disturbing to have a Zerg base so close to your main base. You can just put like spine crawlers there and start attacking the starport almost. In the meantime, though, again, HideR's going to try and get this base going. Got an Overseer here, but that's not going to stop it. So, game calming down a little bit. HideR trying to claim this high ground position, which is very important. If he can keep this position stable, then this will be easier to defend, and he might even be able to stretch out over to this base as well. Yes, we got Defilers incoming, we got Consuming coming, we got upgrades for HideR. How is his upgrades looking? He has 1-1, it seems. Let's see if this GameHeart interface is working. It is. Yeah, he's got, okay, so 2 on ground, whatever this is called, the missile attack, 2 on missile attack and 1 on the Mutalisk's air attack. So he's gonna, ooh, sorry, missing a big drop here in the main base. And in the meantime, Franscar is also attacking this base at the same time, pulling HideR in every which direction. And this is definitely the way to fight mech, because mech cannot be at 2 places at once. And HideR actually just GG's out of there. Wow, very interesting. HideR with all that aggression in the early game, and Franscar just clinging on and just making all the right moves. I feel also HideR probably made some wrong moves with some of the contains he tried to set up that didn't work. And especially the Mutalisk, the mid-game Mutalisk transition for Franscar really just put HideR on the back foot, and he had to claw his way back up and never really was able to do so. So very interesting game from these 2 players, very high level of play, a lot of mind games and things going on. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll be hopefully making some more casts soon. Take care.